Hello and welcome to a new episode of a show I'm going to call Series Spotlight. Today I'm going to be talking about Django and some Django knockoffs and sequels, official and unofficial, that I love, or in the case of some of them, I really don't like that much. I am a massive, massive fan of the original Django. As you can tell by the VHS tapes. I actually bought the VHS tapes before you could watch the movie on streaming, or it was hard to get on DVD. There was no Blu-ray yet. And I was like, well, I really want to watch this movie, you know. I knew about it in middle school because of Tarantino. And I said, well, I might as well just buy the VHS tapes because I had a VHS player. And so I bought the original Django on VHS, which I can open up now. Here's what it looks like. It's widescreen. And I also bought Django Strikes Again, which is the only official sequel to Django. Suppose I should talk about Django first. This is one of the great spaghetti western classics of all time. There is nothing quite like this movie. It is as energetic and brutal as these movies get, while still being fun, you know? I think The Great Silence, also by Corbucci, the director of Django, is maybe as brutal as they get, just period. But this has some scenes that are hard to watch, while also still being a very enjoyable movie. This came out the same year as A Fistful of Dollars, and it's kind of the same premise where there's two warring factions and then the mysterious stranger comes in and kind of pits them against each other for his own gain. But it's really just so well directed, and I mean, I'm not going to reveal, I guess if you've seen the cover of this, you know what it is. But the scene where he's dragging a coffin around for the beginning of the movie. And for like the first 20-30 minutes, you don't know what's in this coffin. And then the KKK comes, the massive army of the KKK to come kill him. And then he pulls out a Gatling gun, a machine gun, and just mows them all down. And it's one of the greatest scenes in cinema history. If you've seen The Harder They Fall with Jimmy Cliff, you've also seen that scene. That's the scene where that's the scene that Jimmy Cliff sees, and he gets his sort of hero complex. But yeah, I love this movie. The theme song is so iconic. A lot of people think the theme song comes from Django Unchained, but no, it comes from the original Django. I guess I'll open this one up. I haven't seen this one in years. I'm going to watch it again. I have a goal to watch every official and unofficial Django movie by the end of 2026, which there's around 70 of them. So if I watch 5 a month, I should be done, you know? And if it takes a little longer, that's fine. But I would like to have seen all of them. And I figured, why not start now? This is the Arrow Limited Edition 4K of Django. I love that I have this. I watch it sometimes when I inevitably get a projector and do my own little drive-in sort of thing. This is going to be one of the first movies I play, and it's going to be on this disc. But when I watch it, I normally watch the VHS tape. If you were picking up this movie for the first time, you wanted to see it, I definitely recommend this release. Or if you can't get this release, then the standard edition. But the VHS is nostalgic for me. It kind of feels like how the movie was meant to be watched. The case is really cool. The booklet is great. This also comes with a movie called Texas Adios, which is a very solid Franco Nero spaghetti western. It comes with Texas Adios because that was marketed as a Django film. As many spaghetti westerns that had nothing to do with Django were. That's what I mean by there's around 70 unofficial sequels. Because they just take any movie with Anthony Stephan or Franco Nero or just some random guy, you know, and they'd call it Django whatever, just to capitalize off the name. I guess copyright laws are different in Italy. But, yeah, this is a great release. Texas Adios is a great bonus movie. Very fun. Very classic revenge sort of story. And I highly recommend picking it up. If you enjoy this movie and you pick it up, I recommend you pick up the Arrow Blu-ray of Django Prepare a Coffin. This movie was supposed to be the first unofficial sequel to Django, because Django Strikes Again came out in the 80s. I think this was 1968. See if it says on the back of the box. I can't find it. Might be on there, I'm just missing it. But I think this was 1968, and this was supposed to be the first official sequel to Django, which that fell through, and so it ended up being a knockoff, technically. But it is still very fun. All of the unofficial Django sequels I've seen, this is my favorite one so far. It is just such a solid movie, you know, it's so fun. It's kind of gothic at times with the whole coming back from the dead angle. I wrote in high school I wrote a short story about a Old West gunslinger coming back from the dead, and this was one of my main inspirations. This and Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood, which is another good movie. But if you like westerns, you have to watch spaghetti westerns. And if you like spaghetti westerns, you have to watch the Django movies. And you can't get a better start than the Arrow release of Django. I'm sure, since I got this in like 2021, the LE is sold out by now. But get one off eBay, or if you really want to commit, or if you're a fan of the movie. And if you can't get one off eBay, just get the standard edition. It's worth picking up. Yeah, next Arrow sale, I would highly recommend picking this up if you're a Western fan. Or even if you're just a Tarantino fan, you know, and you want to see where a lot of his stuff comes from. This has inspirations for Reservoir Dogs in it. It's not just for Django Unchained. So yeah, that's my humble Django collection. If you want to see me talk about VHS tapes more often, let me know, because I have a lot of them and I enjoy talking about them. There's not as much to go through as like a limited edition Blu-ray, but I enjoy them quite a bit. This has been the first episode of, I already forgot what I called it, Series Spotlight. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.